Hello and welcome to Lord's Brewing Company YouTube channel. Something a bit different this time. Not the norm of what I normally do. It's kind of nothing to do with beer really, and it's nothing to do with the silly adventures that I go on. But this is something that I think we need to have a discussion. Collectors, you need an intervention. This right here is an intervention. Right, for those that don't know, who aren't collectors, there are people in the world that collect beer mats, and they also collect things like can labels and pump clips and things like that. And that's great. If that's what makes you happy, knock your socks off. However, we do have an issue, and the issue is the amount of time that you guys take up. Now, for those that don't know, what a common thing is or a common request from a beer mat collector or label collector or whatever kind of they call themselves is they send a letter, normally quite a nice letter, with a stamped addressed envelope. I haven't got any with me here because I didn't want to show anybody's name or anything like that. And they will ask for free beer mats, labels, sometimes pump clips, or whatever it is that they're asking for, stickers, things like that. Now, they'll put an envelope in there which is already addressed and stamped, so you can just put it in and take it down the post office for them. Now, that's fine if it's once or twice, but it happens quite a lot, and sometimes it goes in spurts, and it happens more than you think. But it's getting to the point where I think we need to have a discussion, because you ring the brewery, and this is not any one person. There are multiple people that do this. They will send a letter and then call us and say, I sent you a stamped addressed envelope. Why haven't you returned it? And it's like, well, to be honest, we haven't had time to go to the post office. If we were, if you're going out that way, we'll have dropped them off for you. And then, well, when will we get it? I want to know when I'm going to get them, because I sent that letter to you and it's been over a month now. Look, you're not buying anything. You will just have to slot in with the rest of what I'm doing. That's just it. Unfortunately, if you're not a paying customer, I'm not interested. It really, really is that simple. We get emails asking for beer mats. We get it all the time. And we always reply, if you buy some beer off our website, we will put in, if you put in the notes that you're a collector, we'll put some extra beer mats in there. Might even put you a label in or two. If we've got some old pump clips, might even throw them in. But that is it, really. That's where it comes to. Now, recently, what sparked this is I've had a few collectors on, but one of them really took the biscuit and wrote one of these letters, and I took the time to ring him up and explain that it's not something we really do anymore, because it just takes up time. But we'll put a collector's pack on the website, and if you want to order labels and beer mats, then we'll gladly package them up and send them out to you. And it's like a little bit of money. Yeah, it's not cheap, but it's not cheap for these beer mats. You're talking hundreds of pounds, and then labels. When you're buying labels, every label I give out for free is a can I can't put a label on. So, and a roll of labels is in the £300 mark. So, and it has to have a designer to design them, and I have to pay the designer. And so it goes on and on and on, all those costs, and you want it for free. So we put a price to it, and we sent it out, and we sold it. There were a few, obviously, from what we can gather, this person is part of a group, shared it out to the group, and there were some people that ordered 4 sets. So we obviously packaged that into one box, put a load of stuff, and that went through DHL. Other people only ordered 1, so we put that in an envelope and we posted it first class through Royal Mail. Now, I got this message, so I'll post it up now. And I understand. Okay, so you're annoyed. We didn't give you fancy postage when you paid for it, but you did get it the next day. We did put it in an envelope, which we had to pay for as well. We had to get one of our staff to pick all the items for the pack, put it in an envelope, create the label on the portal for Royal Mail, and then it had to go in a van down to the post office to be posted with the other packs that went out via post. Then you put a censored swear in. Don't appreciate that. I don't mind, you can swear at me as much as you like, but don't swear at my staff. Then on top of that, you're just downright rude. Making a threat, I'm never going to buy any of your beer. Well, with all due respect, you never bought any of my beer. We went through, we checked everything. You've never been a customer. You just want free stuff. And this is what I mean. This is what winds me up. Collectors, breweries, some breweries don't mind. I do mind. I really do mind, because we've just gone through a pandemic. Things are hard. We've lost a lot of money, as have other breweries. And you still just want free stuff. You don't want to support our trade. You just want to bicker about the trade, and you want free stuff. And I'm just fed up with it. I'm just utterly fed up with it. You take up time by ringing. And I mean, just the fact that you would be upset because you sent us something unsolicited and we haven't done it is outrageous. The second thing, tweets. We've had tweets about it. I've had phone calls on my mobile. I've had phone calls tying up my staff. I missed a call a while ago, and it took me an hour to track down the person I'd been waiting for to get a very important phone call from. And it just takes up time, and I'm just a little bit fed up with it. Now, there's loads of people that we've met through YouTube, and loads of people that we've met through Instagram and Facebook and out and about. And those people have bought beer, and they have supported us. And me running around after you guys at the expense of those guys that actually invest and spend money on my product is the issue. And I can't explain it. I can't convey how much I need you guys to take a look at yourselves. We see that we sent out some beer mats a while ago, and then they popped up on eBay. And that kind of infuriates me. I can't link it directly to that person, but I don't create these things so that you can sell them on your eBay channel. Now, if you go and buy my beer in a pub, whatever, that's fine. You pick up a beer mat, you're a collector, you've got 3 of them, fine, totally get it. But that's not what it's about. I just find that a little bit aggravating, that we go to effort at our expense for you then to sell it. It's just not on. Just not on at all. The other thing, it's not just the beer mat guys. There's other people, even within camera. We can talk about very briefly. There was somebody within the camera organisation here who told us that Camera had a special archive of brewery information for Huddersfield, and kept asking us constantly for, can I have this label? Can I have that label? Can I have this beer mat? It's for Camera. It's for Camera. If you want to be a member of Camera, you've got to give us this stuff. So we were giving all this stuff, and then I got fed up with it, and I said, no more now, because you're not actually helping us here. You're just taking. And then we've got on CCTV, we've got this stone from the Saltersgate Wraith beer that we did. It's from the Saltersgate pub, and there's a pump clip on it. And on the CCTV, this person just takes the pump clip. Doesn't ask, just took it. Took it and left. We contacted Camera, and they said there's no such archive. Doesn't exist. That's a personal archive. And that's the thing that gets my nerves. I feel like ripping people's heads off. I won't, obviously, but you waste a lot of my time and my staff's time and my assets for what? For a collection that, with all due respect, apart from yourselves and maybe other people in your arena, no one's ever going to see it. No one really cares. So, please, beer collectors, support the breweries that you're collecting this stuff from. and I'm sure in the comments are going to light up, and it's going to be all over social media. I'm quite prepared that you're all going to have the hump with me, but that's how it is, and I don't like it. I don't like my time being wasted, or my staff's. And if there's other breweries that love sending you free stuff, go to them. I don't want to know anymore. If you're not going to be nice to my staff, and you're not going to be polite, then I don't want to deal with you. That's it. That's the end of this. Hopefully we can move on, and maybe you could order some beer, and we could have a chat over a beer and talk about the beer collecting world. So, I'm sorry if it's been a bit of an intense one for you, a bit of a rant, but it needs saying, so I've said it. So there you go. Goodbye. Have a great week.